everybody, this is Gilby Clarke, and you're watching Zaragon TV.
Mama, take this badge for me.
How's the new record coming along? I heard you have done half of it, right?
Yeah.
What's it sound like?
Well, I mean, I've been making this new record for a long time, and I thought I had a done record in me, and that's when the Rockstar Supernova project came along, and so all the songs that I had at that time I put into the band. So it kind of cleaned me out, and so I've just been building it all back up. Yeah, I got about half. I actually have a little more than half the record recorded already. I'm really picky, and I'm not somebody that writes like 40 songs and then puts 10 or 12 on a record. I'll write 12 songs and put them on a record. It's just, if the song's not good, I don't finish it, you know, and I'm just not one of those people that, you know, writes lyrics, you know, like millions of songs. It's just not me, so that's why sometimes it just takes a little while, you know.
We go back a long time. Slash was the one who introduced you to the band Guns N' Roses. How did you meet Slash for the first time?
Well, I met Slash, yeah, he was in GNR when I met him. See, I knew all the guys when they were in a local band, you know, when it was, you know, before Guns N' Roses was a signed band. You know, Hollywood really is a small, club scene. I mean, there's a lot of rock clubs, but we all know each other. A lot of us have all played together. I mean, I knew Izzy before I knew anybody in that band. I knew him when he first moved to L.A., and when I got the gig in Guns, I mean, I actually wasn't really friends with Slash. I knew him, but I wasn't friends with him. And, you know, he just called me. You know, they were looking for a guitar player, and I just happened to be the guy that they called, you know, and I came down and I played with the band, and then I got the gig. So, yeah, I mean, at that time it was amazing. I mean, it's exactly what I wanted to do at that time. The band was a great band. I mean, I would have joined the band even if it wasn't a huge, famous band. I would have joined it because the music was great.
A couple years after the whole GNR thing went down, I wrote this song, and it was about the whole experience and the experience of being in the band. And the record was called The Hangover. And this tune, though, this is called It's Good Enough for Rock and Roll.
In what part of your life was it easiest to pick up chicks? Was it while working at Redondo Beach as a gas station assistant, or was it as part of Guns N' Roses?
How do you know that? Yeah, no, working as a gas station attendant was the greatest gig I ever had. No, I mean, I've made a comment about that before. I didn't join a band to get girls. I wasn't one of those guys. There were a lot of guys that did it. I was doing fine with girls. But yeah, I used to work at a gas station, and I met so many girls working at a gas station. I mean, I always say it's funny. I got laid more at a gas station than I did being in a rock band. But it's just, I don't know how or why, but it is true.
My suicide motel room key, took an old blind blood hand. My record player's broken again, and the red lights flickering.
You were recently inducted to Hall of Fame. Do you remember when you got the call, and was this ever on your map?
Well, I'm personally not inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Guns N' Roses is inducted in the Hall of Fame. I have mixed feelings about it. I mean, first of all, look, it's awesome. It's awesome anytime somebody honors you to think that, hey, out of all the bands out there, you're a band that belongs in a Hall of Fame. That's a great thing. How I feel about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is, you know, I have different feelings about it. I mean, I don't consider Madonna rock and roll. I don't consider ABBA rock and roll. I consider them pop artists, you know, so I don't understand how you can have Guns N' Roses and ABBA and Madonna all in the same Hall of Fame. Have a pop one, have an R&B one, have a, you know, but, you know, to me, so that's how I feel about it. Well, when I found out, I thought it was awesome. I thought it was great for the band. I thought it was great for the fans. And when the show actually went down, that's why the band did it, was for the fans. You know, I think the fans held it more special, you know, than the actual band members, you know, and I thought what was great about the guys in the band was most of the guys in the band were willing to put all that crap that's been going on for a long time aside and say, look, let's just do the show. They want to see us play. Isn't that great? You know, that's not a negative thing. That's a great thing. That's a great thing that people love your band that much they want to see you play, and that's what brought me there that day.
What's the next band that you would like to see in the Hall of Fame?
Well, Kiss. Kiss is ridiculous that Kiss is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, they're a great band. They're a legendary band. They've influenced countless amount of people. However you feel about their marketing structure, whatever, it doesn't matter. They're a great band, and they should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
We talk more about Kiss. We have Gene Simmons, who's also part of the Rock and Roll All-Stars. How did that come together, and what do you guys have planned for the next projects for that?
It came together because Matt Sorum put it together. Matt has another band that's called Camp Freddy, and this is just kind of like an extension of Camp Freddy. So he wanted to put a band together and start touring the world, start doing different shows. And what the great idea about it is that we can, it's not just a Guns N' Roses set. It was a Kiss set, it was a Def Leppard set, it was a Skid Row, it was Deep Purple. I mean, you're getting all the best songs out of all these people. And it's going to go on. I mean, we just started in South America. We're going to start up again after the summer, and we're going to do more dates. So it's going to keep going. But the idea came from Matt Sorum. He thought it'd be a great idea to have myself, Duff, and Matt be the core band with Steve Stevens, and then bring in different singers and maybe a couple guitar players to embellish it. But I think it's a great idea, and I'm actually looking forward to doing more shows with it.
What were your best moments from Rockstar Supernova? Do you have any specific moments that really changed that you didn't think that you would experience?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of positive things, and there were some negative things that happened. The positive experience was I actually had a lot of fun making a TV show. It was fun. I didn't do it to do the TV show. I did it to be in a new band. I was looking forward to having a new band with Tommy and Jason. That's all I cared about. As a matter of fact, I didn't even care about the TV show. It's like one of those things you have to do to get to the band. But I actually had a lot of fun. It was a great experience. I thought a lot of the singers were really good. They were very talented. And the people who did the show did a great job. Being in the band was hard. And I just think it was because I don't think everybody had the commitment level. I mean, I was committed. I mean, even Jason said, hey, he moved from, San Francisco to L.A. to make this happen. And then, Tommy just wasn't as committed as we were. He was still doing Motley Crue at the time. And, if you're going to do something new, you got to commit everything to it, and you got to do it full force.
This next tune is a song that's close to my heart. This goes way back, way back before some of you were born. This one goes back to the Kill for Thrills days. And this is about my best friend. Not my dog. This is about my motorcycle. It's called Motorcycle Cowboys.
You have a full studio setup at your home, and you also have a full garage with your other passion, motorcycles. How much time do you spend in house, and how much time do you spend outside the house, in the stage, in the garage, or in the studio?
Well, I probably spend way too much time in the garage. That's for sure. I mean, it seems as I've gotten older, because this year I'm touring a lot. So when I'm home, I'm actually home, and I usually don't have anything to do. So I could be home for a week with nothing really on the agenda. So, probably 6 of those 7 days, I'll probably be in the garage when I should be in the studio. But it's just when you live in California and it's beautiful out all the time, you want to work on your motorcycles. It's just me. Maybe it's because I'm getting older and I find joy in it, and it's a lot of fun right now. It's a very creative outlet for me, because I build a lot of my own parts and stuff, and I like it, You got to understand, in the studio, I've been doing it for 40 years. It's like, it's still a guitar. It's still, pressing the record button. It's not as much fun.
Who are your heroes?
My heroes change all the time. I think what initially got me into music was bands like Kiss, Led Zeppelin, Aerosmith, Alice Cooper. Those are the bands that I grew up really listening to and that influenced me. Nowadays, let me think about who influences me. I don't know. I don't think there's really anybody in particular. I got to tell you, I respect what Slash has done with his career. With all being said, he's a guitar player, and he's done a great job, at staying relevant and still creating and putting. I just put out another record. You know, it's hard as a guitar player to keep coming up with new things. You know, and still being true to what you do. So I definitely think he's someone who I think has done a great job.
What does the future hold for Gilby Clarke right now?
Well, I'm playing a lot this year. This year's a lot of live shows. This is my second time in Europe already this year. I've been to South America twice this year. I'm going to Indonesia. I'm going to Canada as soon as I get back. And I'm playing in Sturgis this year, which is going to be awesome. My whole band is going to ride from L.A. to Sturgis, do the show, and then ride back. That's going to be fantastic. Hey, everybody, this is Gilby Clarke, and thanks for watching.
Thank you so much. You got it.
Mama, take this badge for me. I can't use it